Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd, and I'm Todd. I received a comment on my video of Double Barrel by Dale and Ansel Collins from a YouTuber with the handle PC No. And the person gives a short history of reggae music in the United States in the 60s, which I thought was very interesting. So I'm going to read you a portion of it. The oldest song I'd recognize as reggae is Two Faces Have I by Lou Christie, but I don't think he had any idea he was working on a new style when he recorded it. It was just his producers aiming for a Caribbean sound in 1963. Yeah, now I haven't heard Two Faces Have I by Lou Christie in probably since the 60s. It's not one of the tracks that, if they're going to play Lou Christie, it's going to be Lightning Strikes or Rhapsody in Rain. There's a couple later singles he had in the 60s. But I haven't heard this in ages. So that interested me. PC No continues and says Millie Small had a worldwide hit with her near reggae record, My Boy Lollipop. That's one that I don't remember at all. Continues with Johnny Nash had his first reggae hit with 1968's Hold Me Tight. That was a big hit, a huge hit for Johnny Nash, and is still played quite often on top 40 oldie stations today. But Desmond Dekker was the first British-based reggae artist to get noticed in the USA. And I had done a video on Desmond Dekker's Israelites. It was his re-record for Stiff Records in 1980, not his original version from 1969, but I remember that as like one of the first reggae songs I ever heard. Then he continues, one other American record of note from that era was Bill Deal and the Rondells' 1969 cover of May I, which had more of a ska style than reggae. I don't know if they thought of it as ska, reggae, or just another flavor of soul. So that's another song that I don't remember ever hearing, is Bill Deal and the Rondells' May I. In fact, I've never heard of Bill Deal's and the Rondell. But the one that interested me from the start was Two Faces Have I by Lou Christie. I mean, I really, really like Lou Christie, and I thought, okay, I want to hear that and hear the reggae beat in that song. The other one I'd like to really hear is Bill Deal and the Rondells, because I have never heard that as well. As well as the Millie Small. So maybe we'll be doing those later on. But I want to touch on Two Faces Have I. So I went to Wikipedia, and Two Faces Have I has its own page in Wikipedia. So I thought it was kind of cool. It's written by Twyla Herbert and Lou Christie. So if it has a reggae beat, they picked it out. They put that reggae beat in there because they wrote the song. It's performed by Christie in his signature falsetto. He's got a very high voice. The song was produced by Nick Sensi and was featured on Lou's 1963 album Lou Christie. It reached number 6 on Billboard's Hot 100. I remember it was quite a big song in the early 60s. It was played quite a bit. I remember that. The song blah 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 blah. So this is kind of interesting. The band that was used to back up Lou Christie on this was Johnny Wilson's Debonaires. Again, I've never really heard of them before. And then Twyla Herbert played the piano on the track. So I thought it'd be fun to listen to Two Faces Have I. Like I said, I haven't heard that song in, gotta be since the 60s. Gotta be. I just can't place hearing it since then. So it's got to be about 55, 60 years since I've heard that song. So I thought it'd be fun to play that song, and I can go down memory lane and go, yeah, that's right, that's in the song and that's in the song. But the big thing I want to hear, does it have a reggae beat, like PC No mentions in his comment to the video of Double Barrel. So here we go with Lou Christie doing Two Faces Have I.
Two faces have I. I pretend that I'm happy, but I'm Mr. Blue. I pretend that I'm happy since I lost you.
Yes, yes, it does have a reggae beat. I never, I mean, again, probably when I heard it in the '60s, reggae was not a thing. I mean, just wasn't a thing here in the USA. It wasn't something that was on the charts. That they'd say, okay, here's a reggae song by blah blah blah. It just didn't exist. So for Lou Christie to write this song and put that beat in there, it's got that reggae beat in there. It's that do 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 do, that bouncy kind of beat that reggae has. It's kind of cool. And like the person in Wikipedia, and PC Noah says he probably didn't know he was doing that, and maybe he started a whole new sound. Who knows? Maybe Lou Christie actually started reggae. Would that be funny? But anyways, this is pretty cool, and I love Lou Christie songs. I love his high falsetto voice, and then he's got the females in there singing. And who's ever did this video, I love the pictures because that just reminds me so much of when I was a little person in the early '60s. All these pictures, just very cool, just very cool. So let's continue listening to Lou Christie and Two Faces Have I. Okay, now I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, I shot the sheriff. I mean, with Eric Clapton. I mean, this is what I'm thinking now as I'm watching this. I'm going, I shot the sheriff. It's the same reggae beat that was Clapton did in I Shot the Sheriff, which was, I believe, a Bob Marley song. So it is definitely reggae. I mean, this is really cool. From 1963, Lou Christie. Never thought of it. Never thought of it in a million years. Pretty cool. And I love these pictures. These pictures are just classic. Wow. Yeah, that was great. That was I have not heard that song since the '60s. I'm sure of it. But wow, was PC No right on? I mean, that was a reggae song by Lou Christie that Lou Christie wrote himself. Just priceless. I mean, this is just like it says on the record sleeve there. It's priceless. Loved it. Loved it. Great song. Love his voice. Love his arrangements on his songs. I love the female vocals in there. Just well done song. So I'm excited. I got to hear this and that it was actually a reggae song. So with that, I hope you enjoyed Lou Christie doing Two Faces Have I. If you did, hit the like button. If you have any comments about Lou Christie, Two Faces Have I, or are there any other 60s reggae songs that are hidden gems that we don't know about? Put it in the comments below. That'd be really cool. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Hit the bell for updates to my latest videos. So I'm hoping your day is really going super. I hope you have a super smile on your face. And peace out, baby.